Decorate your castle.
Now personal loan interest rates that 5.99%. So if you're...
Well, it's natural for people to think their own civilization and their own nation is better than everybody else. But everybody can't be better than everybody else. You're right. China's economic record is among the best ever existed in the history of the world. And that's very interesting. A lot of people assume that since England led the Industrial Revolution and had free speech early, that free speech is required to have a booming economy as prescribed by Adam Smith. But the Chinese have proved you don't need free speech to have a wonderful economy. They just copied Adam Smith and left out the free speech, and it worked fine for them. As a matter of fact, it's not clear to me that China would have done better if they'd copied every aspect of English civilization. I think they would have come out worse because their position was so dire and the poverty was so extreme. They needed very extreme methods, totalitarian methods, if you will, to get out of the fix they were in. So I think what China has done is probably right for China. And that we shouldn't be so pompous as to tell the Chinese they ought to behave like us because they like ourselves, because we like ourselves and our system. It's entirely possible that our system is right for us and their system is right for them.
Warren Buffett's right-hand man, Charlie Munger, loves China. As you can see from his latest daily journal portfolio, he particularly fancies Alibaba. The troubled product and tech giant represents the third largest position in Munger's extremely big portfolio at a market value of over $37 million. That's 17.6% of the whole portfolio. This video uncovers why Munger is going all in on Alibaba at a time when many of us look forward to uncertainty. Let's get into it. First and foremost, Munger is a classic value investor. At the end of the trading day, he wants to hold high-quality companies that are underpriced below intrinsic value. Debate continues over if Alibaba is that high-quality company to invest in, but there's no denying that it's a high revenue generator. Alibaba is responsible for $1.2 trillion of gross merchandise volume per year. The company attracts over 891 million active annual customers on their various platforms in China. Alipay, an app that transfers money through digital payments, has more than 1.3 billion. To put that number into perspective, there were 186 million Twitter users in 2020. So we are talking over 9 times as many users as one of the most popular social media websites in the world. Has more than 80 million merchants and 2,000 partner financial institutions. Particularly in the case of Alibaba, they still pay, $4.5 billion of tax per year. And on top of that, every transaction made on their e-commerce outlets carries a tax in and of itself. In other words, Alibaba is a huge moneymaker for China right now. Not only does this obvious fact hold true for the present, but the future looks extremely bright as well. If we look at China's production abilities on the whole, the United States' own Congressional Budget Office estimated this year that China's economy would expand from 70% of the U.S. GDP in 2020 to 76% in 2025, and more than 85% in 10 years. NASDAQ's website goes one giant step further, predicting that China will become the largest economy by 2028, and its per capita income should rise by 50% from 2020 to 2025. CNBC reports that China's middle class is expected to expand to 55 million people in the near future. In other words, if China's future middle class was its own country, it'd be the third largest by over 150 million people. Why is that important? There are going to be an insane amount of working-class citizens who are exposed to and directly impacted by Alibaba services every day. Many people, through either necessity or having expendable income, will use the products Alibaba offers at a rate that's hard to imagine. Consider not just the aspect of selling products, but Alibaba's impressive cloud potential. It has about 40% market share in the Chinese cloud infrastructure services as of Q1 2021. I think that's crucial to Alibaba's potential, because even if the global workforce returns to some level of normalcy, I think global eyes have been permanently opened to the efficiency of cloud technologies, which are exploding in scale and demand, and I think will continue to do so in an increasingly digitized world. These factors spur tons of intrinsic value for Alibaba when viewed through bullish eyes. Intrinsic value, oftentimes referred to by economists as true value, is an objective valuation of an asset that derives from measurables that encapsulate economic entirety, i.e., earnings, profitability, relevant economic conditions on a macro level and within the specific asset's sector, and its trends. Speaking of the stock being undervalued, let's talk about some of those numbers, which I'm sure attract Munger as an old school value investor. Of course, now Alibaba, over the past 10 years, has grown its revenue at a compound annual growth rate of 60%, and free cash flow is 57%. Free cash flow is how much money is available at the end of the business cycle from period to period. A lot of times, these focus on annual cash flows and overall performance of projects. Alibaba's cash flows tells us that it has the full ability to pay its expenses, foreseeable future, and profitability. The stock currently trades around the mid $100 price per share, although it's been decreasing with fresh years of Chinese restrictions. I've talked about this in other videos and will briefly touch upon it again. However, CNN's 50 stock analysts estimate a median price target 1 year from now over $260 per share, which is up over 70% from the making of this video. Munger certainly isn't the only super investor banking on that prediction coming true. According to Dataroma, which tracks 72 of the world's biggest super investors, Alibaba was the biggest buy from Q2. 17 super investors buying the stock. It now ranks up in the top 10 most held stocks in the smart money portfolio. For instance, here's what millionaire value investor Manish Papadai thinks about Alibaba.
It's an incredible business. There's the ecosystem and the moat and what they control and all of that. Look at the tailwinds in China. There's a lot to me to like, even more than the last year. Just because I think the tailwinds are so much stronger, and there's some serious value to it.
Obviously, high-level investors are going to do their own intense due diligence and fulfill their own needs. But at that level, we know many of these investors are closely connected with each other and investing experts. So when someone like Charlie Munger, who's been Warren Buffett's right-hand man forever, makes such a strong declaration for a company, you can bet the house he is not doing so blindly or on wild principles nobody else follows. That doesn't stop those of us with far smaller bank accounts and influence from reasoning that there is way too much volatility stemming from regulation risks and lack of trust to invest in Alibaba right now. Even if we push China's feud and ensuing tight restrictions on Alibaba aside, there's the issue of even trusting Alibaba's performance numbers. China doesn't even let United States auditors audit a Chinese national company. However, Alibaba maintains a pretty solid reputation, backed in investments by Goldman Sachs, SoftBank, and even 40% being owned by Yahoo in the mid-2000s. Alibaba files with the SEC and has since 2014. Alibaba's numbers seem very trustworthy, but the people who are in charge of the government? Maybe not so much. There's no doubt that one of the biggest risks in entrusting Alibaba in anyone's portfolio right now is China's ongoing love-hate relationship with the company and tight restrictions on the Chinese tech sector that Alibaba looks to dominate. The market hates uncertainty, and this foggy forecast created a bad storm for the stock to weather in the present. down almost 35% year to date.